What's up guys, today I got another Bronco video. Unfortunately, it's not going to be installed because the person who bought it for us really wanted to install it himself. And I wasn't going to tell him no since he's the one that bought it, but we're going to do a little review on the product and I think it's pretty good and I think you guys will like it too. As you can possibly see behind me, what's different with the Bronco is the side steps. So if we get a closer look, they are Go Rhino side steps. They're pretty minimalist when it comes to their branding. It's just that one tag on each side. And other than that, you wouldn't be able to tell, and you can just drill out the rivets and you could probably take that off if you really wanted to. We'll go over the install in the later half of the video because I did help install them, but I'm just gonna go over the features that I like about them. So the first thing is they stick out wide enough that if a car were to open their door too wide, it's gonna hit those before your Bronco first. As you can see, if we come here, it is just slightly sticking farther out than the tire, which is what you want because you don't want it to hit your doors. Obviously, it could be sticking in a little less than the tire and it would still catch it before the door, but it's just slightly wider than the tire. So it also is going to stop rocks from flinging up onto the side of your door. So in combination with the mud flaps that we added last video and these side steps, you're probably pretty safe from rocks chipping up your door. Where design goes, there's just these cutouts that allow water and some dirt to pass through, so it's not just sitting on top of the step the whole time, making your grip when you step in or out of the Bronco just slightly better if it's dirty or snowy. The biggest reason I chose this over some other brands is you can see the brackets that it is stuck on, but it covers the entire pinch weld, which some lower steps do not do, because once you take off the fake rock sliders that the Badland comes with and some other trim levels, or if you didn't have them, you can just see the pinch weld, and I personally did not like that. You can only see it if you're so far away from the Bronco. We had to have for us to remove our rock sliders because I did not want to see the pinch welds on this. It just made it look incomplete. If I remember correctly, they're about $550 from extremeterrain.com. Like I said, I'll link them in the description below. And overall, the build quality is pretty nice. We've had them on for 2 weeks now, and so far we've been nothing but happy with them. As far as install, they were actually really easy to install. Just like the factory rock sliders, they use those same bolts and they go onto the pinch weld, so they're not functional when it comes to rock sliders. I wouldn't suggest even trying to use them because you're just going to bend things. But really, it was just take off the rock sliders, which was 9 bolts for each side, take the brackets off, which was just 1 more, and then you reuse the factory holes and it goes back up. And then that gives you the brackets that you can see when I got closer, those 3 brackets. Then you'll take a flat metal piece, it'll go inside the side steps, and then you'll take an additional bolt and you'll screw it down and it tightens it down, and that's how it's held on. On a lift, and you could do it without the lift, but overall it took us about an hour. And if you search them online, they do have their own install video that you can watch if you're curious. I was hoping to make my own, but like I said, I wasn't going to tell the person who bought it no, they can't install it themselves. I do recommend these. They're good quality. They're not that expensive compared to other ones. They're not the cheapest, but they're not expensive. They are compatible with mud flaps, as you can see. You have plenty of room for mud flaps, and these are adjustable. So if for whatever reason you wanted them farther back, or if you wanted them completely up against the mud flaps, before you tighten the bracket down, it just slides in there. You can stick them wherever you want. So if that's another plus for you, if you want to change how it looks there. I believe they also have a 2-door model, but obviously this is a 4-door, so I'm going to be linking the 4-door one. All Bronco items I will put in the description if they ever go bad. So if you're watching this video a year later, 2 years later, and you go in the description and I haven't updated it, that means they're still in good functioning order. But if a month from now, if the paint starts chipping and it starts to rust, I'm going to put that in the description so you know, hey, these didn't last that long. And I'll say how we're treating it. If, you know, we were constantly going off-roading with it, I'll put that, and maybe that'll sway your decision if you're never going to go off-roading. But like I said, everything that I put on this Bronco, I will update if it failed and how long it lasted. That's it for today's video. As always, comment, like, and subscribe. Anything does help, and I'll see you next video.